In number 29, I forgot to put the directions here, but we're supposed to come up with a rule describing the relationship between our input and output variables x and y. So the first thing you always want to check for is, can I just add or subtract, multiply, divide? 2 plus 6 is 8, but 3 plus 6 is not 7. So I can't just add. Can I multiply? Well, 2 times 4 is 8, but 3 times 4 is 12. Can't do that either. So then what you do is you look for, well, what happens every time? Ooh, do I get bigger by 1 there? Well, as I get bigger by 1 in the x here, I go down by 1. Don't be fooled. It doesn't go down by 4. Okay, we have to imagine what's squeezed in here. So we'd have a 4 and a 5 and a 6. So what's happening each time? Well, if I go down 1 each time, 4 would be 6, 5 would be 4. I'm sorry, 5 would be 5, 6 would be 4, and then 7 gives me the 3. 8 would give me 2, 9 would give me 1, 10 would give me 0. It's going down 1 every time. And that's kind of your key. I use that word every time. So every time we're going to have to go down 1. Our output, y, is, we're going to have to multiply the input by -1. And then, but does that work? 2 times -1 is -2, not 8. So how do I tweak it? Well, if I add 10 to it, that should give it to me. -1 times 2 is -2. If I add 10, yep, I get 8. Let's check 3. -1 times 3 is -3. If I add the 10, yep, I get the 7. Or even here, -1 times 10 is 10. I'm sorry, -10. And if I add the 10, +10, I get 0. So it checks out. Here's my rule.